I am. And you know what, you guys? First of all, she vetoed Defying Gravity.
I'm literally a lie. She's lying.
Well, we spared you because although I do a great Defying Gravity, we'll spare you. Anyway, but we did find these. Look at you guys at Target. How perfect.
They are literally so cute.
For the season. Cheers.
Cheers.
And we are going to talk about, you guys, what really makes an album fall time. That's what we are discussing today. Mm-hmm. We are so incredibly excited for the upcoming Wicked film. So we had to dress up. And we're going to be dressing up all of October, actually.
What's the Jeffree Star thing?
Hi, how are ya?
Oh, shit. What is it? Oh, I don't know.
I don't remember.
Something has changed with anyway, so today we're going to be talking about all of our favorite fall albums that we categorize as fall. If you guys are a listener or watcher of our channel and podcast,
you know,
we are very much so categorizing albums and songs by their season constantly.
Every album has a sound.
Yes. Every album.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it has a season.
Yes, and every sound has a season.
Right.
You know, and a different vibe and what you picture in your head. Is my hat falling off? This is your reminder to subscribe if you're not already. If you are like us, who also categorizes albums like by season, you kind of, I think, and also if you're a Swiftie, you kind of categorize like a lot of her albums as that. So,
yeah.
Right?
Right.
And I think that we're going to get to that eventually, but we're going to try to also, because I do like obviously like certified classics, Red TV, folklore, you know, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we're going to try to branch outside of like get the deeper cuts of our Spotify kind of.
Right. The hidden gems.
Yeah. What is a witch's brew? Like a witch's drink?
Ooh.
A witch's brew? Yeah, I don't know. Sipping the witch's brew.
Sipping the witch's brew. Like
instead of sipping the tea.
Too.
I know. I wonder why yours isn't pink.
I know.
Whatever. Here's the thing. What do you think? What would you describe as a fall album? Like when you're like talking about a fall album, what is in your head descriptors?
Okay.
Like what are the qualifications?
Okay. It has to have an underlying feeling of nostalgic feelings.
Ooh, okay.
Or
I thought you were going to say sadness and hopelessness.
That too. I think that goes along with it. Like of like a change, transformative.
Right. Rebirth,
but like
even
sad.
Yes. Okay. You know what? And that's what I would think is interesting, that a lot of the ones on our list, first of all, we're sisters. We have similar music tastes. I mean, not all sisters do, but twins do. And I also think like when we're categorizing things like that, I was thinking about it and I was like, some of my albums are a little bit more upbeat than I would think when I was thinking about this originally. And I think it just is like the tone of the song too, like the underlying tone. It can be like a little bit upbeat but still have some sort of like heaviness to it. Even
I think
even the beat,
I think it can like go either way, because I think if it's stripped back, it's helpful, but I think if the lyrics are really like emotional or like gut-wrenching in any way, I think
then that solidifies it more.
Yeah,
I get that. Where should we start is the question. Okay. I know where to start. Do you the 1975,
duh,
which crazy news, we just got word from Twitter or Maddie Healy DMs. Charlie XTX X the 1975. I think I just saw the leak of what song it's going to be on. I'm pretty sure it's what is it? I think about it all the time.
Yeah.
That I think I'm under. And I think like that, first of all, that gets me so excited because if you're a 1975 fan, we're in a drought right now, which don't get me wrong, they were touring for so long and they deserve this little hiatus.
But they're missed.
But they're very missed, and we are so excited to hear something new from them right now. And so first of all, and I think that song is actually off of Brat, because Brat in general, to me, obviously because of Brat Summer, but I do think Brat can go into like different seasons seamlessly.
Definitely.
But I think out of the songs on there, that song is a really fall one, just saying.
Yes, that's true.
And the 1975 as a whole, we really feel as though they represent fall in a very nice way.
Yes. Yeah.
You know?
For so long. I wonder when their other albums came out, but I know Being Funny in a Foreign Language came out in the fall time, so it's probably helpful.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the other ones did as well. Like, I feel like their debut, like the first one was fall winter.
I feel like it was too for some reason, or at least I know we saw them in the fall a lot of times like when they've toured.
Right.
But
because I know Notes, I think, was early, like end of winter, like early of the year.
Yeah.
Or March maybe or something.
But however, I do not think that helps like all cases of
when they come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like we've said before, people, they get it wrong. These artists, sometimes they really get their when their album is dropping wrong, when I think that they should be in different seasons.
I agree.
We should be on the record labels, but we're not. So instead we have to make our own list. But if you can just think of like one 1975 song, what is yours for fall?
Ooh. One that comes to mind right away is Sex, because it's just like a very
Yeah, okay.
And like
juicy fall song. Right, because it's heavy and it's like, but even album wise. That album
and Being Funny in a Foreign Language.
Those are your two fall albums.
I think so.
For them.
What about you?
Yeah, I think so too, because actually I was talking with someone and we were debating this on what? Yeah. Jared. We were talking about, I was like, no, Being Funny in a Foreign Language is such a fall album, okay? It is. And they were like, no, I think it's more of a winter album. I think that their first album is fall album. And I was like, I think both of them, first of all, are. Second of all, just because that Being Funny has a wintering on it, which that's obviously a very winter song. It's a Christmassy, whatever.
Definitely.
Song. But the overall, like when I'm thinking about it, I'm like,
fall.
Yes, right?
I agree. I think I can see both. Like in my mind, when I think about that album, it's definitely both.
Think about You.
Right. It's
okay.
So,
that is sitting on a train.
Right. It's
in the fall time.
What's the word for it? I don't know. I think the like instruments they use too.
Yeah, very
it's very warm. Like in a warm,
vintage also, like
definitely.
with the saxophones, and I think saxophones to me are so sexy, which sexy equals fall time.
That's what I was thinking too.
Right? Yes. Like the deepness of the tracks and also just in general the lyrics. You guys know we love the lyrics on there, but also When We Are Together, like that song is so fall to me.
Yeah.
How can you say it's not?
You can't.
Because it's like Notes, again, that is my personal favorite. I think yours too, or no?
It's,
album
by
them. But it's definitely mine, and I listen to it all year round, I was like, I don't know if it's necessarily categorized as a fall album.
I know.
In my head, but
no,
it
it's
also
not for me.
No, but like certain songs like Jesus Christ 2005,
that's like one of those songs that is a fall song for sure.
But like Then Because She Go, like you know, I don't know. I think like that's the thing. The whole album,
so
like even Sabrina's new album, Sabrina Carpenter, Short and Sweet.
Yeah.
That album to me is fall, but at the same time I think that maybe it's just because she just recently put it out, and so I'm not there yet on determining where.
I feel the same way, because at first I thought it was fall, but it's still very poppy and
and I think
and not a fall way,
right? And so do you think like less pop albums are fallish to you?
Maybe,
maybe
like
upbeat,
like upbeat pop.
I get you.
You know what I mean? Like I think pop cannot always be upbeat.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think I know what you're saying, and I also think like the tracks that are a little bit stripped back on the album, like
Coincidence,
Dumb and Poetic.
Yes.
What's the
Don't
other?
Smile.
Yes. Wait, what's the other one? I can't think of the name right now.
Oh, Slim Pickens or
no. It's the other one. Now we're just listing them all, and we're like, wait. As we're saying them, I'm like, wait, maybe that is a full-fledged fall album.
I know. I'm still deciding, I think.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Because the espresso is so summer to me that I'm like, you know?
Yeah.
We had to throw in, of course, in our humble opinion, Ethel Kane has the utmost fall albums. And we're going to breeze over Ethel Kane because I feel like, well, we're getting into it, but at the same time, Ethel Kane fans are very intense and they like really know every single detail. And I love that about them, and I'm trying so hard to learn it because all of her backstory, everything about like the way she thinks, she has like a crazy internet history as far as like she's just like on Tumblr a lot and really like engages with her fans as well, and I love that. As for her discography, I think it's so fascinating to me, and I watched so many videos just like breaking down everything about it and just like taking so much time to listen to the lyrics.
So fun. Yeah,
you know, and something that I love about it that we were talking about this before is the storytelling. Obviously, and if you're an Ethel Kane listener, you know her storytelling is insanely I don't even know a word for it. It's so beautiful. And you could just picture it so vividly in your head, and
It's very vivid.
you know,
Vivid imagery.
right. And wait, what was the album that you said by her is your fall one? Was it Preacher's Daughter? Okay.
Yeah, I think that one, at least like I've had a really unhealthy, I think, obsession with it the last week or two.
Wow. I love that for you.
You know, when like all of a sudden
it
it's
just
like
clicks.
it clicks for you.
Yes. No, because we've had this conversation before and she wasn't into it as much. And then that's the thing with us, is one is more into something than the other one. Like,
or even if flip-flops, I feel like.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I used to be into it.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
maybe it just wasn't the season for it.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, it helps when the season aligns.
Exactly.
And it all clicks.
Right.
And it literally feels like you're unstoppable.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Once Ethel Kane, like once the story of Ethel Kane clicked for me, because if you don't know Ethel Kane and Hayden's history, Hayden being Ethel Kane and creating this entire story, literally like a movie in album form, in my opinion. Yeah, but anyway, you said Preacher's Daughter.
Yeah.
Do you have any specific songs?
Well, of course, American Teenager. That sound like a song, of course. Like, it just feels very fall.
Oh, for sure.
And
just as soon as that one starts playing, it's just like my heart
it's like
sinks.
Right.
I've never once skipped that song.
No, you
ever.
Can't. It's literally, and it's addicting.
Yes.
It's like once you're in it.
Yep.
I love, Gibson Girl. A House in Nebraska, of course.
Of course.
I don't know, all of them.
Yeah. Thoroughfare.
This album is really like complete. Do you know what I mean?
It
when an album feels very complete, like you can't really skip a sound.
Yes, and this is actually a conversation for a different debut, because I've been thinking about this so much lately
when you
with
look
specific
at
artists.
Yeah, when you look at an album like as a
whole, like it was loved.
And just all the way through.
Yeah, like there were cuts made, like, you know what I mean? When you can just tell someone like really made it perfect and wanted it to be. The next one, on a kind of different, completely different note.
But still gut-wrenching, I will say. In a different way.
In a different way.
Yeah.
Noah Kahan.
Jamie's
very favorite.
Exact stick season. And we were discussing this a little bit earlier. We had to decipher that Stick Season, the deluxe with all the features, is summer, but Stick Season alone with just like the as it is, is very fall.
Very.
It's like literally, it's like a little bit more stripped.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah, definitely. No. I was agreeing with you. And I think that's what it is. It's stripped and it just feels very raw and like Orange Juice, I think I actually heard for the first time in last fall, maybe.
That helps, probably.
Because again, I'm a late bloomer to Noah Kahan. Jamie, like
I feel like I was still late. I was like early on the rise, I think I caught.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Like trend wise?
Yeah.
Like, okay, online, whenever he blew up, maybe there.
Yeah, I think so.
I still was resisting, that. And she's one like we were just talking about with Ethel. It's like I would listen to him, but I was not like invested in him and as an artist. Like, you know what I mean? Or they're like, there's a
flip
boundary.
Yes, there's like a flip. There's
all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, what was I doing?
Yes, it like literally feels like life changing. Like, how did I not get into it?
Like, you just don't get it. That's how I was with Gracie Abrams, you guys. And now I'm just like obsessed. Anyway, back to Noah.
Noah Kahan. This album, I feel like it is gut wrenching in a different way because it's like the focus is more on like growing up, I think, and growing up, changing, moving out.
Yeah.
Growing up.
Yeah. Heartbreak and like really like kind of diving through your own feelings and explaining them in ways that I like whenever I hear something in a song where I'm like, I never have heard it put into a song.
Yes.
The way I feel in my head.
Very impressive how he does it.
Yeah.
I feel like he's really good at, I always like, I don't always say it because I don't say it to anyone, but I always think that he's almost very, I guess Ethel Kane too, but Taylor Swift, he reminds me of like the boy version of that.
Yeah, songwriting wise. Yeah.
It's very like detailed and he just locks in on that one feeling and really does it well.
Yeah. I agree. I totally agree.
His music does give me chills, and especially in the fall. It's borderline summer too. I listen to it all summer.
For sure. But again, I love an album that's versatile. We love one that can go through the seasons with us. And I think if you rent a cabin in the fall time and you want to go see colors, also if you want to visit Michigan and you go up north, let's say, up to like Mackinac City, or again, just even like being at home, like cleaning, it gets
just
you
like a chilling,
that makes you feel like you're outside when you're inside.
That's a good way to put it.
You know?
Agreed.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Also, what's funny is like if we were doing, I feel like quite literally every single fall album ever to be existed or ever to be created has had The Sweater Weather by The Neighborhood on it. But we're so different that we didn't put that one on our list.
Right. But we did put The Neighborhood. And again, I think this is helpful to talk about too, because if you're like if you've ever listened to that one song or that, oh my God.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Sorry. Mirror.
I forgot you could see me over there. Damn, that makes my teeth look white.
I know, I got a glimpse of it. Anyways, I think it's important though to branch out in even like albums like that when you know of Sweater Weather.
Right, because if he can create, or they can create Sweater Weather, they can do more than that.
Yes.
So. Yeah. But what's the album? Chip
Chrome in the Monotones.
Yeah.
But also we really do like the deluxe version of that too. It has Stargazing on it.
Stargazing is probably my favorite song by them.
Me too. I love that one. I love Cherry flavored. Honest in translation, Pretty Boy and
I love
Cherry
Pretty Boy.
flavored are like my favorites on that one.
Yeah, I agree.
They're so fall.
Yeah, and a newer artist that we both really love is Griff, and we think that Vertigo, it's her recent album. I think it's her debut album. I don't know, but if not, yeah, it's just her newest album. And it has such a great soundtrack, and especially for fall time, and we had to add it to our list. So
I love her.
Yeah.
I love her. Aside from her music, she's so cool.
Oh, for
as
sure.
An artist.
Very, very, very.
So cool.
And it took me a lot longer because I've known of her name for a really long time, but it took me a lot longer than it should have to listen to her music. Yeah. But and then also, you know what? Someone that I can also admit that took me way too long is Clairo. I'm sorry. You guys know Jamie has.
I've been a stan from day one.
Yeah. For the 4 years that we've been doing this podcast, you would know that Jamie is obsessed with Clairo. I have always known the songs through you, and I was always just neutral, lukewarm, I would say, if anything, on the more negative end of the spectrum. Okay? Not even like I just did not know anything about her, and when I would hear it, it just sounded like very slow, and I'm a upbeat music girl. I used to be.
I think that's the funny part is I think we've very much swapped and switched. I think we've just branched out a lot, like diverse. Of course, I love a gut wrenching song. Of course, it will still forever be in me. But
we're growers,
right?
Right.
Silence.
Anyway, Clairo Charm
is literally
charming.
It's
if anyone's going to the Clairo Charm tour, please, I will pay you to get me a Clairo. I was charmed at the Clairo show or whatever charm tour.
Yeah,
I need to find that. What were you saying?
Yeah, fake fans don't get this.
Yeah. You're literally like the Redditors, like the people on Reddit when you like talk about it and you don't know anything really.
Yeah.
You want them. We're talking about you do. Yeah, but like
I love Clairo.
Again, a no skip album.
Cool. No skip. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and obviously I Know Amoeba is one of her biggest songs, but what were you were showing me? It's the Electric Lady Studios version
of I Swear. If you don't like, if you're not necessarily into Clairo, I think that album is a good start. And it's not an album.
The Electric Lady
live version. It's not her album. It's just she did a few of her songs like from each album.
Yeah,
and it's very much more upbeat and sexier almost.
Yeah,
like
because
it's live.
Yeah, it just has a different kind of flow to it. I feel like a little juice. It's like juiced up.
It is juiced up, and it's really, really pretty.
Yeah.
Jordan really liked it.
I really liked it. And I'm so serious. Like, I cannot stop talking about Clairo. I cannot stop talking about Charm. I cannot stop talking about Charm Tour. Like,
she knows the vibe. Clairo knows the vibe. She is that girl.
Juno to me is everything. The way she does her mouth. What was it like? It's like the mouth trumpet. Yeah.
It's so cool. I like she's very playful, I think, with that. And I love how jazzy it feels, but like gentle.
Oh, for sure.
At the same time,
for sure.
That whole album,
yeah,
it feels very, I don't know, playful.
Yeah.
I'm so sad about this. Is a fun fact, really, really sad fact.
Yeah.
I have a Sling shirt that I got when Sling came out, a merch, and it has like the dog on it. And I wore it one day when I apparently dyed my hair, so now I can't wear it ever again.
What's on it?
Because it has like brown all over.
Oh, come on. And it was yellow. Brown?
Yeah.
When did you even dye your hair?
Exactly.
That's crazy.
I would love to know, but it's really sad.
No, that's ruthless.
Yeah.
But another album that came out around the same time is Biba Doobie's This Is How Tomorrow Moves. And I feel like we have nonstop to talk about this album as well. Or at least I have. And
Same.
Can't get over it. Also, Jamie put a little throwback album on here, throwback for us at least.
Who has really good older music is Role Model. And to be exact, what's it called? Oh, How Perfect. I think it's an EP.
Oh, How Perfect. Yeah, technically.
It's like a shorter, like 6 songs, 7 songs.
So good.
They're really good. Again, they're really stripped back and just pretty. His lyrics are always so good.
Different side of the spectrum. Pop 2 by Charlie XCX. We did have to add a Charlie. You guys.
I was just listening to this the other day.
It's so good. I mean,
really
I think every song, Charlie to me is very much so in general as an artist, spring, summer, just because I just think she just creates the best vibe to like party to, and you know,
definitely.
And I think that's always been the case, but Pop 2 really has some good ones, I think, for fall time.
I agree.
Another one that I was late to, like we were just mentioning, Gracie Abrams, but Gracie to me, okay, so here's the thing about Gracie Abrams and her discography. The easy answer would be to say Secret of Us, because that's all I'm personally listening to.
Same.
And that is seasonally, not seasonally unaware, but like it's seasonally ambiguous. You can listen to that at any time, and that's because that's one of my top albums of the year.
Right. Like that's the thing.
I'll ride for that one.
It's like I think albums, if you really are so obsessed, it's all year round.
Right.
Which is hard.
Right. So it's hard to be
But if you look at it without that, it definitely is fall still.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But I was reading people talking about, I don't know where it was on Twitter or something, like talking about what album of Gracie's is the fall album. And a lot of people were saying, this is what it feels like being fall. And then Good Riddance being winter. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what people were saying, and I agreed with. But just all in all, Gracie again,
Gracie, can go well. I think all of her music can go really well in the fall and winter.
Yeah.
I remember when Good Riddance came out though, and I was so obsessed with it. It was a snowstorm, but I wanted to go to this yoga class, so I went in like the snow, but I was listening to it on the way there. So it's just like the memory of you know what I mean?
Gracie, yes. She went to yoga with you.
Obviously not that bad of a snowstorm.
Right, yeah, clearly.
With both of these albums, I really need to create new memories, because this particular album I have a really bad memory with just being sad. Yeah, breaking up and being sad to it, like all alone. Okay. But it's fine.
We're remaking those memories,
right?
To it.
So I just need to like recreate and listen to them more, because I know I love it.
Yeah. There you go.
Differently. But
Good Riddance, I'm sorry. Like this song, I Should Hate You. This Is What the Drugs Are For is one of my favorite Gracie songs ever, which I know it's a lot of people's probably. I'm so basic, but
you're not.
Fault Line right now is really really good in 405 as well.
Regina Spektor.
Regina Spektor, like that name could like awaken me from my deathbed. Regina Spektor is one of my all-time favorite artists of ever. Like she was probably one of the first people that I felt such a connection to her songwriting, and whenever I was in like middle school with the album with the blue piano on it, I never remember the name of it, but with like blue lips, you know do you know that one? And folding chair. Come and open up your folding chair next to me.
I need to get into a deep dive of her.
Specifically, her album Begin to Hope. That one is the one with Fidelity on it. And just the entire album in general is so good and so fall to me. But yeah, just a side mention.
Again, we're going back to like sexy. I think when I was putting these on the list, actually, well, not just this one.
You're feeling horny?
Right. Well, yeah. Drake and two in the like exact album is Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah.
I love Drake. I don't care what anyone tells me. I love Drake.
I know. She does not.
One thing about me is I'm gonna love Drake.
She really is though.
But Drake to me
too, though.
It's so fun.
Listen, if you like music, I feel like, first of all, I love an artist who puts out a bunch of shit. I don't care if all of it is like,
no,
like,
and
I think it's all good. I don't even care if it's all great. But.
Yeah. And no, I'm the same way, because a lot of Drake of his music, I don't even listen to. Like, if it clicks, though, it clicks hard.
Yeah, right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right, I agree.
And that album, to me, has very much of a, like, timeless feel to it. Like, a few of the songs I can I'll play forever, and I can't get enough of them.
I agree.
They're so fun. They are so sexy, and I feel like that is the vibe of fall. It's
fall 2024.
It kind of reminds me of like when you were in high school getting ready for like a football game. Like you wanted to feel good.
Yeah. Right. You're beefing yourself up like you are the hot shit.
Right.
Yeah, I get it. You know what reminds me of high school too is just Mac Miller in general.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And Jamie put Mac Miller Circles on here.
I love Mac Miller.
Yeah.
Mac Miller Circles album is so fall. Debatable for winter. Yeah. Both. It has so many good songs. It's cozy. It's slower, but it's also heartbreaking.
Yeah. You know, Circles is one that I feel like I know the whole album, but I never have put it on myself. Like,
that makes sense.
Jared's big Mac Miller fan, and so I always know of his stuff, like Blue World and Circles in general. Good News, Hand Me Downs maybe is my favorite on that one.
That's a good one.
I also think that with Joji and Joji Nectar is what I put on here, because every time I hear Joji in general, all of his stuff, but Nectar, his album, and 777 is like one of my very favorite songs from him, and it's always in my fall playlist. And so I have to add that because, again, that's like a no skip album for me. I feel like all of Joji's albums are, but
that is one that always makes it to the fall album.
Yeah,
like it has to. It's such a classic.
I agree. And I also think when I was thinking about it, because like I'm thinking about our favorite artist, Harry Styles, one of our favorite artists, of course. But I was thinking on it. I was like, what album of his would be categorized as fall? I think Harry Styles, like his HS1.
Yes. Like the dining table and what, Street Creature.
Yeah. And yes. But can I say what pushed me over the edge to think that is from Fine Line and from like Harry's House is definitely more spring and summer to me. But Ever Since New York to me is like the epitome of fall in a song.
I agree.
We're talking about people, I mean, this is going back to a few artists ago, but people that I'm newer to that I feel like that I neglected for a really long time was Lana Del Rey. And I will gladly say, like, I never pretended to be a Lana Del Rey stan. Didn't I? Right? I never really did.
No, not at all.
Thank you. This bitch rides for me. But I will say, like, I've always been a fan of her through you, Jamie's Lana Obsessed. And I don't think I've ever felt cool enough to be a Lana. Like, I think I've always thought of Lana fans as, like, the coolest, sexiest motherfuckers on earth.
Oh,
and I've never thought of myself like that. So, but I'm like,
but you are now.
So obsessed. Yeah. She's made me.
She's sexing out.
Yeah, I'm sexing out. I thought that's what you just said. I really like that version. But what's the album with, Fuck It, I Love You. Fuck It, I Love You. Oh, wait, that's Norman.
Norman fucking
Rockwell.
When I was trying to get my list in order, it's really hard to decipher what Lana Del Rey's albums are.
Yeah.
They really all truly could go anywhere in the seasons.
Okay. But to me, she put Norman fucking Rockwell. I put Did you know there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard?
That was my second one, though. Okay. I would get behind that.
Yeah, okay. See, because like Cinnamon Girl and Fuck It, I Love You on Norman, whatever.
Yeah.
That one, those songs, like certain songs feel fallish to me, but the whole entirety of Under Tunnel, whatever.
Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah.
Is fall to me.
I agree.
But what were you saying? What songs feel like, do all of the songs on Norman feel like that?
I do. I feel like yes. Like How to Disappear, Venice Bitch.
Okay. You think of that as fall?
I do, just because it's
interesting,
slower. I don't know. I don't know why.
I don't know why I hear Venice and I think summer. I think that's my issue here.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
That's a problem.
But Lana Del Rey music in general is just so cinematic. It's one of those that you can.
I like go like this to look at myself. Scary. Scary.
What? Who said that?
Who?
Her lyrics are just so deep. Anyways, love Lana.
I know, and I'm sorry. I just looked at what's next on the list, and I kind of want to cry right now. I'm so mad. I could jump out of that window. I missed 21 Pilots being in Michigan again, and I couldn't really have gone. It was someone's birthday, and I'm just like... don't talk to me right now. Like,
we'll go eventually.
I know they're in Columbus. I'm like, I was like, if I knew when it was, I would go down there. But anyway,
go down.
Side note, yeah. 21 Pilots to me, like their newest album does feel fall to me, but really Scaled and Icy is. I love that song Mulberry Street, and like Oh my God, it gives me butterflies. I'm sorry. But what's a Tony, the symbol? Another reason I really wasn't pushed to go to the concert because I don't really have any friends who love them.
I literally have told her so many times.
Yeah, but who wants to go to a concert with people who don't listen to it? Like,
I know all their lyrics. If you put them on, I could do it.
Really? From Scaled and Icy?
Oh, I don't know about that one, but the other two,
okay,
at least.
Okay,
I know.
Ones. You know the old ones.
Yes, and what
I
else
know,
do they
but I'm
play?
not saying.
Oh.
Anyway,
You're literally such a hater.
I'm just. Oh, pick me.
Like literally, I've told.
Pick me.
I know the songs, and she always says this.
Pick me, choose me. On Mulberry Street. Doom.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
What's your biz? Nothing wrong with this. Doom.
Yeah, I know that one.
Okay, and then on different side of the spectrum.
Way different. Japanese House. They're all of their albums, especially the one with Cotton Wool. I forget, it's an EP. That one's actually my favorite song. But Chewing Cotton Wool. But they're also dreamy. They're also beautiful. In slower vibe.
Yeah.
They just go well.
I agree.
They're very easy to listen to, I think.
I agree. I've never listened to them, but
but Good at Falling is their album I'm talking about, and it has, what does it have on it? It has Far Away, Saw You in a Dream. That's a classic, of course.
So Fiona Apple, When the Pawn, classics. Someone said 5 Seconds Flat. I put it on my Instagram story, 5 Seconds Flat. And obviously Lizzie McAlpine, that one, like Orange Show Speedway is in every fall playlist ever of mine. I'm sorry. Okay, but Taylor Swift. So a lot of people, like, when I put it on my story also, everyone was like, Taylor, Red Taylor's version, Red Taylor's version, Red Taylor's version, Red Folklore, Evermore. Obviously, those are all to me as well. And you know what fucked me up? I used to, like, 4 years ago, I would have literally, you would have had a gun to my head and I would say, what is the one fall album from Taylor Swift? And I would have said 1989. Okay, maybe it's a little bit more winter, but they fucked me over with that new cover on the Taylor's version thing. It makes you think it's summer. And why was I thinking that was a summer album? Because that
it's funny because you look at it and then, but when you listen to it, you're like, no, it's not.
What do they do that for?
And like
anyway.
the newer version, the Taylor's version,
right? And obviously, Folklore to me is like peak fall winter album. Evermore is definitely more winter to me, but like Folklore fall, getting into the fall, that gets me into it.
Yeah, very transitional though. They go together,
right.
like.
When we were road tripping the other week, we put on Midnights and I was like, wait, you've been right this whole time. That is a fall album.
One thing about me is I'm always going to be right.
Yeah.
And you're such a hater.
Again, it just takes some time to click.
Like, I get it.
Right.
It just happens.
And on a Tuesday and on a Wednesday in a cafe.
But,
watched it begin. Yeah.
But yeah, the lyrics in Midnights, I could go on forever about how iconic Midnights is.
Meet me at midnight.
The synth, the pop,
yes.
The lyrics, maroon, like,
well, yes.
All of the spilled wines lyrics.
Oh yeah,
like all of the lyrics together is fall. Did you say, what about Tortured Poets?
Yeah, Tortured Poets obviously is to me. Like, I feel like, but again, I'm kind of mad again when they put that out. I feel like it should have been going out. It should have gone out last month. That's when I think it should have gone out, and then I would have certified Loverboyed it into this. But honestly, again, all of Taylor's discography besides Speak Now and Debut to me feels very fall.
Definitely.
Please let me know. Okay, I know we have a lot of Swifties here, but what would, if you could only listen to one Taylor song the entirety of fall, what would you say the embodiment of fall is?
Yeah,
down below. We would love to hear. Down under.
Yeah.
Other than that, wait for our mixtape to drop, and you will too have it in your fall playlist.
Right.
Because we are going to be DJs one day, and we might even get some vocal lessons. I'm just sitting here lying, and she's just like, anyway. I can't believe how cute these are, but
next topic, I guess.
Moving on.
Anyways, we will DJ. It
Yes.
will DJ like this.
Glinda and Elphaba. Okay, but I'm sorry. Look at her. She is so Glinda, is she not? And I am so Elphaba. I'm not a witch.
Somewhere over there.
Convenient you do it without your mic. And soon Gravity. Busting it down. Anyway,
someone remix that and send it to us immediately. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is our comprehensive list of all of the fall albums that have ever existed, and it is certified by the Music Association of the Grammys. Feeling like lying today. And let us know what you think about this episode down below if you want more like it, and make sure you're subscribed. Love you. We have a story about that one day.
Bye.
Alphaba.